When starting the removal, you can use a heat gun or an open flame torch. If you're using open flame torch, be very, very careful. As you can see, Adam is not going to allow that to stop on the vehicle. It will always be constantly moving. We do removals all the time. He is very familiar with this. If you're not familiar with using an open flame torch, I would not recommend it. A heat gun can serve its purpose, a little bit more of safety. But as you can see, the vehicle's warming up, warming up, warming up, and then what I'll do is touch it, kind of get a feel for how hot it is. And then once it's almost like too hot to the touch, that's when you're going to want to go ahead and peel up an edge and start removing it. And you'll see he's just going to do kind of the front door section of the stripe. You don't want to go and heat the whole vehicle and then try to remove it because the temperature will not maintain that heat. Doing just a front door section or even maybe a 2-foot section and then starting it would give you plenty, because it's the temperature of the heat releases the adhesive. That way it won't leave as much adhesive on the vehicle for you to try to remove after the fact. Again, he's just constantly touching it just to gauge how hot it is. And then once he feels like the temperature is hot enough, he's going to go ahead and start the removal. Again, the flame is not stopped. It will not stop until he just turns it off. He will not leave it stopped on the vehicle. It will burn the vinyl and possibly the vehicle, so you want to be very cautious. Even though the graphics have only been on for a few hours, you can see how much Adam's heating that up because he wants to ensure or take off as much glue as possible. So if the vehicle has been in use for several years and the graphics have been on there for 3, 4, 5 years, even longer than that, this removal process might take a little bit longer, and I'd recommend just heating up shorter spurts of the vinyl and removing it, like I said, in a foot to maybe 2-foot section. Because you can see, and what he's doing is he's pulling it towards his body, and you see how there's no adhesive there's a little bit at the bottom, and just pull it towards your body. Right about here, Adam could probably stop and heat it up some more. That would probably limit the amount of glue coming on this back portion. Again, there's not really the easy solution to remove the graphics, but what Adam will do is just like that, he got most of the glue off, and then he'll go and clean it off.